Ready for Tuesday's election.
Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome to yet another exciting edition of Let's Talk Ghana here on Studios 2 Television. This is the show where we put Ghana first in all of our conversations, and it is the 26th of June, just a day before the Assin North by-elections, and that's where our focus is going to be on today's edition of the show. As we look ahead to that big elections tomorrow, we take you to the Assin North constituency where campaigning has been up in earnest. The president and the final campaigns have been done in the constituency. Today being the 26th, there's no campaign, but we just look back as to exactly what's been happening. And tomorrow as well, Parliament could be taking the controversial anti-LGBTQ plus bill. We'll tell you what you know, what we know. Stay with us. This is Let's Talk Ghana. We return and delve into the matters. You're welcome back to Let's Talk Ghana. And so, as you know, there's a big by-election in the Assin North constituency tomorrow. It came about as a result of the May 17th ruling, which essentially brought finality to almost 3 years, really, of court proceedings from the High Court to the Court of Appeal and the likes, while the Supreme Court on May 17th affirmed a High Court decision in 2021 which ruled that the processes which brought James Jachikwesin, the deposed MP for the constituency, to Parliament during the 2020 elections was now void. What it meant was that the Electoral Commission had to conduct a by-election for the Assin North constituency. James Jachikwesin is going again on the ticket of the NDC. The NPP has selected one Charles Opoku as well, all hailing from the same hometown in the election which is expected to take place tomorrow. Another candidate, Eliklim Sefenu, from the LPG as well, has been going around making an intent known as to wanting to win the seat for the LPG. It will be the first time they would have won any parliamentary seat. And so that's the genesis of it all. And the campaign has been on in the constituency all throughout the month of June. The NPP and the vice president was there on Friday to commission an AstroTurf. He was walking through the range. I'm sure you'd have seen the videos on social media. So let's take you to Assin North, where Henry Nana Boachi, who's national organizer of the NPP, has been speaking ahead of the elections tomorrow and says that victory will go for the NPP and the NPP's Charles Opoku.
I can confidently and boldly declare that the party is ready for Tuesday's elections. We've waged an effective campaign. We've touched every part of the constituency. We've left good footprints in every constituency. We are going to win these elections, and I've said it many times. We are very prepared. We have been campaigning even in the rains. We have never been perturbed about the rains. So yes, if you ask me, I will tell you that we've been prepared from day one. Our candidate is very popular. The entire party is united behind him. The entire party, the rank and file. Even those who had some few challenges in the 2020 elections, they are now solidly behind him. And that is one cardinal success of this campaign, when you have every single person, the rank and file, within the constituency. The former MP, Abna Droa Mensah, she's solidly behind him. The young man who contested him, Freeman, is solidly behind him. You have Honorable Kennedy Akumprekoja, who was a former MP. He's been MP for this area for 12 years. In fact, he suspended his campaign to be home. So we are focused, we are prepared, and We are Honorable Charles Opoku is the MP elect for Assin North.
Do you intend to put your hands on any figures that, I mean, per your own readings and, if you like, polls on the ground that, of course, I would want to believe the party has done your own self? I mean, is there anything that you're laying your hands on in terms of maybe numbers?
Oh, we are looking at just above 50%. Anything above 50% is a win for us. And that is what we are looking at. We've not set for ourselves any particular target in terms of figures, but then we know that anything above 50% is a win for us. And that is what we are seeking to do. We have corrected our wrongs, we have crossed our T's, we have dotted our I's, and we are fully prepared for the elections.
Tomorrow, we are expecting communications that His Excellency the President to be here. The Vice was here yesterday. He did some commissioning. Is there any more thing the President probably might be commissioning before voting on Tuesday?
Yes, we are hoping that there's an modern edifice, and that is the District Assembly block. We were hoping that the President will commission it, but that is the place Ghana Police is using at the moment. I mean, so it is serving a national, purpose. So for that matter, it's not advisable for the President to go and commission. But then it's ready for use. I mean, if the Ghana Police is using it, then clearly you know that it's ready for use. We have another important bridge. It's a 70-meter steel bridge that cuts across the Kushia area, Assin Kushia, to Dunkwao area. So now it's ready for commission. The President will commission it. So if you are coming from the Dunkwao areas there, you don't have to go through Obuasi again to Adansia Sokwa and then New Edubiasi before you continue with your journey. You just move into Kushia and then you are moving on. So that is an important bridge and is ready for commission. We also be doing that. There are quite a number of projects we are also executing. But for the rains, you see that all these town roads would have been tarred, both Breku here and then Akonfede. If you go to Kushan town roads and then the Kushan road itself is also being tarred. So there are quite a number of projects, infrastructure projects in Assin North here. And I'm happy that it's not even a point of political expediency from the NPP's part. In fact, the chiefs themselves are even saying that yesterday the Vice President commissioned the 32-kilometer road right from Praso to Assin Fusu, and then he also commissioned the AstroTurf here. We were in the range. The people were excited. There is a history behind that AstroTurf. Apparently, the chiefs here had planned to use that place for the construction of their palace. The youth also made a proposal to them that they want to use that place for an AstroTurf. And then the chief gave NPP 1 year to complete this. And then just before the 1 year, we had already completed it. So he was happy that at least we never disappointed the young persons. Yes.
Briefly, what have the people missed in this 3 or 4 years, 3 years that the NDC have been in office?
What have they missed?
Yes.
No, I think they have rather gained. Okay. I'm not sure they have missed anything. In fact, the chiefs are even giving, testimonies as to how they have received a lot of projects here. They have Agenda 111 here, which is progressing quite beautifully, and then many other projects as well.
Okay.
And so that's the position of Henry Nana Boakye, also known as Nana B, ahead of that elections tomorrow. There was a final campaign, a rally from yesterday as well, and it was massive, really, from both sides of the NPP and the NDC. Let's just catch quick previews from there. But before we do that, though, on Saturday, Sunday was where the final rallies took place. The NDC was there. Kumewood actors from the NDC stormed the constituency to campaign massively for James Jetchikwesin as well. Here is what they were up to.
Nomudia dispose NDC and Korean. And the Solomon. I woman in the 18 of Jumano in Yasin. I will call Nakrana. If you come.
So, Christiana Wuni, for you, why are you in Assin North to campaign for Jachi Question?
I'm a Baza Baba campaign. I'm a Jachi, James Jachi Pachi, so on winning because my percent of Mama 2024. Intimidna Jachi Pachi, no one go into me free a crap. Etuka ba has a mibetana chi me support no na abana koswama yes no wa parliament ho
Again now person on some go back to parliament
on some parliament ade no kra ya say ade wowa ewo eya wodia nipa no mpo no nkanye sa asem ne enka sebe omo tu aba no omo hu so wonu na betimi aso omo mu wonu na betimi aboa wo omo ewo krom ha and we need na mo say tisa na mo de na support aka ni tia ne tintin mo no sanke wo aka mo de kwa kwata asem ni nyina asim simple mo fa na de ma na mo se mo sa to aba de a ene ye ba boa ne ato aba no ne ayi ne fi se o nipa ho do ye ba ya ti de wo ye wo krom ha ne mo a wo de boa youth no wo krom ha na ya ti ni na to fata wo sese wo parliament.
Why are you campaigning for the NDC? I didn't know you were an NDC man.
Oh, ever said they say 2024. Yeah, boy, my NDC ba power. Because yeah, help me with before now. NDC a bank, and a bit me also me with me. Because be any say adwuma here at least month be a brochen here say adwuma yan ke tua even though Nigeria kwara ka month be a tua yeka. Yansi ya ha na adwuma here no omunni musebi amfaso bi anye den eni so anye bia mankofo press aye den eba fom Bible see ma yesede no so enten ya bufu kwa na wo se ba be tu nkwam na wonya sede ni free ba bia se yenkuma wufo ana wo ba ha ya no aye den na wasre enten ya ba AssinNorth ha na ye pese NDC aye den eba power enu anti na ye ni abra ye ni aye bra ye papa ya de nyina Jokwes oye de wompa na ye hunu se yankuma wudfo aya be se ya daade 1 week ni ese ye fia se be se ye to aba ni wie na ye hunu se Jokwes oye de so ansa na ya turn back awo be bia wo ensi adwuma nyina ye taiti ye adwuma bia enu ti ne wa ha se exactly.
And so the Kumawood actors there, Johnson Asiedunketia, who's now the national chair of the NDC, spoke as well. Let's just take a listen to exactly what he had to say.
2009, and of course, the son is citizenship is a video Ghana. Obi jina, or say Matissa me beboa me chrome for. Into a bruni, your passport, me call me chrome work or boa me chrome for. Nensa kankrata se onye Canada ni kura biem ansa kura na ekoto aba na koto agina baabi na kufu ado ayire nipa ama wa beka se abato no enye da December 7 no na abato no hye ase na tamu aye register no eho na abato no hye ase nti sa tam no onya certificate nti no onye Ghana ni na CCSA ena ye di akire wo mo tete papa ya me kura de me frɛ no a me ka sejo na ba bia wuti atete o se me manti enti me nya ma ne nka me ma obia embroko se me so me man ena ogina so abeduru sa abre enti me nuanom ono de wa ba se oba abesom Uma mo ho kwan a obesom mo mo ma ne ho kwan a ene enye obi na kumantwi edu ano de waye krado ye nyina so ye ta na chi na kwan ye ho mo de na afa so abeduru sabre wona aye next president kura ajo kwesi onye minister dada watira ho if say abakosem a eda ne so no watira minister kura enunti mo mani nyina ya maame do la wuwe so na emsha independence ya ye benya no biemu e wo Ghana ha no ye ncha ase emfiri Assin North ha na mo ma NPP for nti ase se be mprebiasa yemfa abojise tente ewuwura zongo ni ba ku free na chide a eche se moyi na ma na mota na chide a bibia ni ho a ebetimi abehajo kwesi enti abusuafo ede manu besi ha ama hye mu nkrane se muntintim munyina ba bia mugina no a na ebe famu so ama ye ka Ghana abakosem dan kwa ama yakase efiri kureso Assin dansame ehase wa Assin dansame tie da munyina se
Johnson Asiedu Nketia there. I talked about the final rally where hundreds, in fact thousands, were gathered for both political parties. Here is what exactly transpired from the Assin North constituency yesterday.
On the days, please clear the days. I just asked Nancy the patrol. Today. now of fear and I want to hear. When I make us catch no law. What is that? I put on me on my campaign. I am politics. Someone is that. I don't even got to I'm a obi, I'm a Jewish one. But what they are not doing is that. Sir, a boy, sir, I'm a Jewish one. Or they put you up. I know it's how you know. Come from the Saudis. NPP and NDC. One more part of your mind soon. About 25 years. Where was that? Some buyer. Assin money, NDC, NDC, they are very little to show. For us in my land, I don't know the difference. NPP and every father, you have before, over and the other is so good. Mama, my Kasa Angel. It is a woman can't go to the Mukanse.
So activities from the Assin North constituency, and today is no campaigning, and so they cannot do that. But tomorrow is that by-election, and we here at Studios 2 Television will be there to bring you live details as and when it drops. And so that's the first part of our show for you today. We're going for a quick break. When we return, Parliament will be considering the controversial anti-LGBTQ plus bill despite 2 lawsuits brought against it. We'll get into the details right after the break. You're welcome back to Let's Talk Ghana here on Studios 2 Television, and we're delving straight into our second leg of the conversation, which has to do with Parliament expected to consider the anti-LGBT plus bill, also known as a proper human sexual values bill, in Parliament. It could be tomorrow or Thursday. That's after the Speaker directed that members of the Business Committee have the bill feature in Parliament responsibilities and tasks they will be undertaking for the week. That's after another bill, or another suit rather, was filed against the anti-LGBT bill, with the Speaker copied. And the latest suit, if I could just get details for you, is by one Paul Boama Sefa, who sued the Attorney General and the Speaker over the same bill, and he argues that the Speaker has breached the Constitution with their handling of the bill. The full content of the suit is not quite well known, but the first suit had to do with the lack of conduct of certain valuations on the bill, because the argument is made that the passing of the bill would bring financial burden to the state, and as such, because the House had not done that, all the processes should be stopped, and then it goes back to start from scratch. But the Speaker, in a directive to the Parliament, the House, because the Speaker has not been in Parliament since the House began sitting, said that Business Committee put that in what Parliament does for next week. We're taking it to Parliament for excerpts of it because the first Deputy Speaker read out the directive from Alban Bagbin, and then there was debate on the floor by Ahmed Ibrahim, who's the Deputy Majority Whip, raising concerns about Tuesday clashing with the Assin North by-elections, and then Anodon Prayer also raising other arguments. Let's take it to Parliament for excerpts.
I have been directed by the Speaker to bring to the attention of the Business Committee 2 matters. One, the Standing Orders Committee's report should be programmed for Thursday. So please take note and have it programmed for Thursday. 2, the proper human sexuality and Ghanaian family values bill be programmed for Tuesday or Thursday, or whatever it is. It must be on the other paper next week. And that Tuesday, the motion for second reading of that bill should be programmed for Tuesday or Thursday. These are the
sensitive matter, and a number of civil society organizations and political watchers, as well as constitutional watchers, have interest in it, and they'll be watching this House. you've given either Tuesday or Thursday. Tuesday, we know, will be the Assin North by-election. And we know a number of MPs, maybe your good self, Mr. Speaker, may be there. And we need to do a very comprehensive debate, well-researched debate on it, sensing that and foreseeing that the numbers may not be able to be organized on Tuesday. Mr. Speaker, if we can be specific that that motion be taken on Thursday, which we know that our brothers who will go for the Eid al-Adha on Wednesday will be here, and those who go for the Assin North by-election on Tuesday will be here, so that the House will be properly constituted to take that historical debate.
The First Deputy has said that it's a directive from the Speaker. Yes, it's a directive from the Speaker, and it's given 2 days. Assin North is a national exercise. Parliament of Ghana is also a national exercise. So, if you are interested, you need to prioritize. So that we don't need to gravitate unnecessarily and be oscillating between the two. If it's Thursday, let's stick to Thursday. Anybody who is interested in this debate must show up. You cannot prioritize Assin North over Parliament and expect us that the Parliament will wait for you. So I disagree with my colleague. He should abandon his submission with respect. Both are national exercise, so choose one. You can't have the two. But he wants to have the two.
Right, the next set from the floor of the House. That's how we wrap up on today's edition. We're headed straight to Assin North, where we'll be bringing you live details as and when they do come through here on Let's Talk Ghana. I am Eric Mawenegbeta. A pleasure it could be a part of today's show. Leave a comment for us. We'll do the reading on our next edition of the show. Thank you for watching.
Studios 2 TV. The truth is here in your eyes.